This is campaign pipeline management with internal forms. But what is campaign pipeline management with internal forms? Well, if you know anything about pipelines, pipelines are used to manage your sales process where you move a lead or prospect from a cold lead to a warm lead to working on the lead to quote unquote one or winning the contract or sale. And this is the basic look of the pipeline campaign. But let me tell you why this campaign is really important to me after managing many different sales reps and being part of a company with over 200 sales reps at the Fortune 500 level. One of the most important things to me and to our sales process is just making it simple and easy for account managers, sales reps, and consultants to manage their pipelines, because you want them to have good records, but you don't want to make it difficult for them to manage their pipelines. In most systems, this can be difficult because even in Infusionsoft, you might have to go through different pages. You got to go into the pipelines and then move them to a different stage in the pipeline. But what if we made that simple by creating an internal form? An internal form will be directly in the contact record, and they could do everything in one place. So it's just like a external form, but it's internal. It's inside the contact record of that prospect or customer. So the rep would fill out this form and it would move the lead or prospect or customer into working. Then when they fill it out again, it'll move them into won or lost. And alternatively, if you have more stages in your sales process, you can add them here. You could add another stage called demo, for example, or working could be changed to demo. So you can come up with different names, and you can add other stages and just add that to your internal form here. And again, in each sequence, you can have emails go out for each stage in the sequence of that pipeline. So again, these circles represent each pipeline stage, and then these represent the pipeline sequences. And again, this is the internal form. And this is inside the sequence. Once the internal form is submitted, this is how a sequence looks. And then let's say you send them to your sales page or sales video, and you wait 2 days. And depending how long your sales cycle is, this may be 7 days, or this may be 14 days, or this may be 1 day, right? If you have a very fast sales cycle, then the opportunity is created as soon as that message is sent out based on the delay you have here. So if you want the opportunity to be created quickly, you would set this to 1 day, or you would just take out the delay. And again, we have it set to 2 days by default, but you could change that. And this is how the internal form looks while you're editing it. And then here you could put next action date. When should that next action occur? So we have it set to 1 day, But obviously that could be 2, that could be 7 days. And then you could put notes here. Starting stage, this is where you change the stage. Right now it's working. Again, you could rename your own pipeline stages. And then this is where the user puts who is assigned to this prospect, lead, or customer. And this could be the bundle they're interested in, what product they're interested in. And then there's a check mark here that says only create if the contact doesn't already have an active opportunity. So you could check that off just in case you don't want to create duplicate opportunities. And here, again, once the opportunity is created, the admin gets a notification in this opportunity here. And then when this pipeline or the internal form is filled out and you choose one or you made the sale, then they go into the 1 stage. And the 1 stage could be a thank you for your order email with login information, introductory information. Could just be a welcome email. It could be a registration email, a fulfillment email, etc. That's how it looks. So if someone's actually interested in the working stage, you could send an email thanking them for showing interest. And again, you could put whatever emails you want in each of these stages. You could rename these stages, and you can even add more stages if you have a more complicated sales process. But the most important part of this whole process is this internal form. It truly makes it easy for your reps to manage their sales pipeline without having to go through extra hurdles of going to something in the menu or clicking on the pipeline section and making a mistake. The internal form makes it really easy for them not to make mistakes because all they have to do is choose options here and hit save, and then everything will be tracked properly. So that is how the internal form campaign works. It works really well for sales reps. Another thing you could do is you could use tags to go into these pipeline stages, but we've found that internal forms are very easy for sales reps or for you because then you don't have to search for the tags. You just have to go ahead and fill in that internal form and it'll move the contact from stage to stage until they get to this 1 stage, and hopefully they don't get to this lost stage. In the lost stage, you can add emails. Like I said, for example, thank you for your interest. Down here, you could say something like, thank you for being interested in our product. If you decide that you're interested in the future, reach back out to us. And then you could also add on other follow-up campaigns outside of that. So that is how the internal form sales pipeline stage works. Hope you apply it to your business and get great results.